Cinema.
Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And we're back with Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch.
Yeah.
Great rom-com starring Jimmy Fallon. Some people love him, some people don't. And the always beautiful and always super talented Drew Barrymore.
You know how you've been saying, like, stop giving me these new Nick Cage movies because I don't want you to ruin him for you?
Right.
That's how I feel about Drew Barrymore in this movie.
Really?
It's like...
I thought she was great in this.
I mean, she's great. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, Drew Barrymore is always great, and I didn't realize how much I adored her until I watched this movie, and it almost ruined it for me.
Really? Jimmy Fallon got to you that bad, huh?
I don't think I like Jimmy Fallon. Like, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he, like, has some funny stuff, but he's just, like, not my... I was thinking about this. You know how, like, you hang out with a group of friends, and you always have that, like, one guy... It's like you guys aren't like cool with each other, but you hang out because you hang out with the same friends. But if you were like one-on-one with them, you wouldn't have anything to say.
That's Jimmy Fallon.
I feel like it's me and Jimmy Fallon.
He's just not like a real person.
Yeah. Like I'm cool with him, but he's not for me.
You know what's weird is like I never really liked him on SNL or anything. You know, like every now and then he would do like a good sketch, you know.
I mean, he can be a funny guy, and like him and Jennifer Lawrence, like I don't know if you've ever seen their talk, but them two have like so much chemistry, and I find them funny.
Right.
But I don't go out of my way to watch him.
Yeah.
So.
But this is actually the one thing I like him in. Like out of the like Taxi with Queen Latifah was not very good.
Oh, he was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that was an awful movie.
Like I said, he's had a couple movies that he's been in, but like this, I feel like is his best movie, and because it's like he's from Boston and all that shit. So,
oh, is he?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
So this movie,
pretty sure they won't let you make a movie that has to do with the Red Sox if you're not from Boston. They'll like fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Because they like did this shit at the stadium. And yeah. So. You know what's weird though is like they made this movie and then the Red Sox won the fucking World Series.
Oh,
so
really?
Like they put it in at the end.
That's
like,
funny.
And it's like it's a love story, but it's also hilarious, or it's also a feel good story because like the Red Sox, that Curse of the Bambino shit was real for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they went almost 100 years without a World Series. Like that's insane, dude. And have more money than most teams, like to be the Yankees in red.
Right.
And you just can't get over that hump, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Then their love story happens and then they do it. Like that's crazy, right? You know what I mean?
I feel like this was a rom-com written by a guy that's a huge sports fan that just like, I don't know.
This movie is for a lot of people because a lot of guys, they love sports like that.
No, it's for those guys that are
Right.
just hardcore sports fans that are just like always.
Like they took their wives to see this movie. It was like, see, I'm not the only fucking one.
Yeah,
You know?
that's who this is for. It's
Yeah.
not for everybody. It's for that person.
Well, that's why I think the love part of it is because like, you know, not only was she like a good woman, but like she was a professional. Like she was the polar opposite of him. And it just shows that love can still overcome all that.
So
It's not like a super serious movie or anything, but
No. It's a rom-com. I don't mind the premise of the movie, but whoever wrote this movie did a terrible, terrible job. I hate the writing in this movie.
why?
I don't know. It just didn't feel real. I didn't feel the chemistry between Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon. I didn't believe their relationship was real because it's like somebody didn't know what a real relationship with. I'll give some examples like, okay, so they meet and he asks her out on a date and he goes over to her place to like pick her up to take her on this date, but she ate something bad, right? And she's throwing up. She's like, I can't go or whatever. He like goes into her apartment, takes care of her. He doesn't know this fucking chick. She doesn't know him.
Well, that's
this
like
doesn't happen. That would never happen in a million years.
Well, that's the funny thing. She's like, "Are you gonna kill me?" And he's like, "No, I'm just gonna like take care of you or whatever." Like, it's just trying to show that like he was such a sweet guy, and like, but people couldn't get over how fucking crazy about the Red Sox he was.
Right. And
That's what I felt like it did was set all that up.
No. I'm not saying like.
Because even she says it to like her best friends and her mom and them. She's like, what's wrong with this fucking guy?
Okay, so she's throwing up. She's done throwing up. He's trying to like get her in bed. They've like just met. This is their first fucking date. He's like, hey, do you have any like pajamas that I can put on you, or so you can get your? And he's like, I'll change you and I won't look or anything. He's like, oops, I looked. They just fucking met. There's no way this is happening. It just didn't feel real. That didn't feel like it would happen in real life. And that's the thing about the writing in this movie is like, there's a couple of things that made me chuckle, like, because it's Jimmy Fallon, he can be funny at times, and it's Drew Barrymore, she can be funny. So there's a couple of things that made me like chuckle here and there, but just the writing just didn't feel like it could really happen.
I love that fucking scene. She's like, so you don't have a cell phone or anything? He's like, yeah, no. He's like, my parents died last week. I just found out.
So he does have some pretty funny like one-liners here and there that he throws in. I'm like, that was pretty funny.
He does a really good Jimmy Stewart impression.
Yeah.
We're going to opening day. I was like, holy shit, that sounds just like it.
But then there's sometimes about this movie that it focuses too much on the baseball aspect that you kind of like forget it's a rom-com movie.
Oh, that's what I like about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because my rom-coms, like, they have to be funny. Like, I got to be laughing through the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, at any point of the movie, be like, oh, fuck, man, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I hate when they focus on the dramatic part of it. Like, the love angle's just like, it's so heartbreaking, like, and like barely come back from it.
Yeah.
Like, I like that shit to be funny and like lighthearted. And other than like two times in this movie, like it's pretty lighthearted throughout.
Yeah, it's pretty lighthearted.
Because eventually he realizes that it is just like baseball. Like he can't help what they do. You know what I mean? They're grown men that play a game for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do they want to win? Yeah, but like they're not letting it affect their lives. Like it is. It's a good lesson to learn for people like me that fucking just live and how they let their life go by how their team's doing. So being a Cowboys fan, for instance, I'm always miserable. During the season, after the season, on the like right now, football season's about to start. A lot of people are happy. I'm not. I'm not. Like it's just another year of fucking mediocrity. You know what I mean?
You could change teams.
No. See, that's one thing you can't do. You know what I mean? Because that makes you a piece of shit. And I just like, I don't know. But
that's the thing is like, I can't relate to that fandom of sports because I'm not a sports guy. Like I'll watch it if it's on, but I'm not a hardcore sports guy.
I'm starting to feel like Celtic Pride was the best I'm going to get out of you for a sports movie.
Well, I mean, you had a lot of talent. You had a good writer, good director.
Have
good
you seen
actors.
The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler?
I think I have, but
ooh, Happy Gilmore, bro. Have you seen?
Yes, I've seen Happy Gilmore.
Do you like that movie? That's a sports movie,
I do
bro.
like Happy Gilmore.
I was about to say that is a fucking great movie. If you tell me you don't like Happy Gilmore, I don't know. Like that's a great.
That's more of
movie.
an Adam Sandler movie than it is.
But it's still sports.
Yeah.
The Waterboy.
Yes.
Who can't like The Waterboy?
Right.
Dude? That shit's hilarious.
I do love Waterboy.
I still having that shit.
One of my favorite sports movies is Hardball. That's all about sports. But it's such a well-made movie that it made me care about sports.
You talking about the one with Keanu Reeves and the kids?
No, what are you talking about?
Hardball?
I mean, the one with Brad Pitt and Moneyball.
Oh,
Fuck.
Moneyball, yeah.
Moneyball. I love Moneyball.
Right.
And I feel like it's such a well-made movie that it made me care. It made me want to look into baseball more.
Right.
This movie does not make me want to watch baseball. It actually bored me so much halfway through it. I paused it and I told my wife, I'm like, I would rather go take a shower than watch this movie. So I went and took a shower just to like take a break from this movie.
Jesus.
Just because I just don't care. It didn't make me care about
that is one
going on.
complaint that I have with it. I do feel like it kind of drags out. Like it does feel like you're watching their relationship through a whole fucking baseball season.
This felt like I was the third wheel on somebody else's date that was just boring as fuck. Like whenever they were sitting and having lunch or whatever, they were just having some boring ass fucking conversation. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is boring. The one thing he did say was pretty funny is she's like, God damn it, I'm getting another phone call. He's like, let me take it. So he takes it and he's like, hi, this is so-and-so. I'm sex slave or whatever. He's like, all right, I'll give her the message. He's like, call your mom. Like, it's just little shit like that just made me laugh. Like, it was pretty funny. But then there was dumb shit that I'm like, why is this in here? Like, her dad dyes his hair, but he's like 60 years old. So it looks really weird.
The dog
Didn't recognize him.
Knock it off.
And then the mother said, like, grow it out. So now he looks like a skunk. It was like it was trying to be funny, but it just, like, wasn't. I don't know. It was like an ongoing joke that just didn't work. I
love when her and her dad are sitting in the living or in the den and they're watching Sports Center and him and his friends are out there drunk as shit.
Oh yeah.
The fucking Red Sox. I say breathing. Or he said Red Sox, sex and breathing. Look at these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
She's sitting over there with her cookie like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's when I thought the movie got good. And I like when he makes all of his friends dance to see who's going to get the tickets to the
That wasn't
games.
funny.
That is the coolest fucking aspect. You ask any sports guy that watches this movie, that's the coolest fucking aspect. The seats that this man had.
Yeah.
You can fact check that shit. That's the only way you get seats like that.
Is it really?
Is if somebody dies and leaves them to you in the will.
I was wondering about that. Like, how does that work? Like, I didn't know if it was
They
like
probably
a part.
made some kind of loophole that you can't do that now because those seats right there don't go for sale. Like, you have to wait until they build a new stadium, and then you hope, because you had such good seats at the old stadium, that they call you to see if you want to get seats at the new stadium.
So, do you, like...
Fenway's old as shit.
Okay, so there are people that are willing to pay over $100,000 for these seats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does he keep them in his possession? Like, every year when the season starts, he gets his tickets, but how does that work? I don't know what you mean.
Because that's not what he pays for it.
Yeah.
He pays whatever the annual thing or whatever for it was, but his uncle had the tickets for so long, and they've been in the possession of him for so long that.
But that's the part I don't understand. What do you mean, like, in his possession? Like, do you pay for the seats for the rest of your life? Like, I don't know.
Or you find people to go to the games that'll pay you for the tickets. Mm-hmm. Like, you could make a shit ton of money on it. Like, he could have made. Even if he'd have went to half the games and sold the other half, like, because he was like, yeah, they're playing the Padres. I don't give a shit about that.
He'd still be making like $50,000.
That's what I'm saying. He could still pay for his entire, and he was a teacher too. So, like, he needed the fucking money. But,
I guess I just don't understand the whole, like, how does
I'm
he
pretty
keep
sure
his
that
seats in his possession?
I don't know if you can do it anymore, but it used to be a thing that, like, if you had those tickets, like if you bought season tickets for X amount of years, you were always, those were your seats until you died, or if you left them to somebody else, then they had the option to either keep paying for the seats or they go back on the block and somebody else gets to buy them. But the seats he had were on the fucking third baseline at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
$100,000 was probably put like those same seats now would probably be like doubled for a year. It's crazy.
That is super interesting. But that's the thing is, like,
he's like, my uncle took me here and it was the only thing I had after my dad died. And like, I get that. Like, there's probably a lot of people in life that, like, they find that one thing that they love after something bad's happened to them, and that's why they are.
Oh, they latch onto it.
That's why
definitely.
they still love it today.
Yeah, definitely. I can relate to that. Like, I still listen to metal here and there because, like, it is that one thing that I latched onto at such a young age that I just feel such a, like, connection to.
Right.
So.
But yeah, the movie, I mean, obviously it's been out for a while, so I feel like
2005, I think it was.
If you haven't seen this movie, like I said, if you like sports movies and you like rom-coms, I think it's a good enough watch, like, to go through, like, the plot or whatever is, like you said, it's just watching one long look at a relationship.
Yeah.
And how he let a baseball affect his life. And if you know anything about the Boston Red Sox, before they won their first World Series, their seasons would be up and down and up and down. You'd think they were going to do great, and then they'd find a way to shit the bed, or they'd go to the playoffs and get fucking annihilated by the Yankees.
Yeah, this was definitely made for those Boston Red Sox fans, and that was like it.
And that's what I said. Like, even if you're not a Boston Red Sox, I mean, some people hate this fucking movie. Like, people from New York hate this fucking movie. They'll probably throw something at you.
Because that's the other thing is they were always talking about the Yankees, and I'm like, they must be like rivals. Because
yeah, they're in the same division, and they're big cities, and no fucking Boston and New York team get along because in whatever sport it is, they are against each other, and they're that division. So, yeah, and it's Boston and New York. People fucking from there don't get along. like in general.
Yeah.
But yes, the Red Sox-Yankees feud has been going on for forever. Well, the Yankees got Babe Ruth from the Red Sox.
Right.
And then the Red Sox didn't win a championship for 100 years, and the Yankees won the 27 World Series. So he talks about it in the movie, which is another cool fact.
The Gambino curse.
The curse of the Bambino. Yeah.
Bambino.
He's like, shh, because that's it was a real fucking thing around Boston. Like, you weren't allowed to talk about it. And then they won in '04. And that's why this movie, I feel, is so beautiful, because like they found love and the Red Sox got their title. It's almost like their love pushed the Red Sox over the top.
That is pretty funny.
I tell you, I know you're not into sports, bro, but it's a really well made 30 for 30. Watch it on the Boston Red Sox. It's called like 9 Days in October. And it's where the Red Sox are in the playoffs in this game, in this movie. At the end of it, where he says that Kurt Schilling with his bloody sock, like he fucking tore his Achilles and was out there pitching and pitched like one of the best games in history. And Pedro fucking hits. And it's just like so many cool, crazy fucking shit happened for them to get over the Yankees to get into their first World Series in God knows how long.
Right.
So
that's the stuff that does interest me. That's why I liked Moneyball so much, is because you watch the Oakland A's, like this team that nobody gives a shit about.
It's like, drenched in drama. You feel like you're there again. Like, it's awesome. And like, I didn't watch baseball like that back then. And I still was just like, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe I didn't see this. Like, I would watch SportsCenter and shit, and I saw the highlights, but it didn't sell it like it does in these. But yeah, if you ever look it up, man, at 30 for 30, I think it's called 5 Days in October, 4 Days in October, something like that.
Yeah. There's actually a 30 for 30 like box set apparently that they made.
I want it.
I would actually, because I do enjoy those 30 for 30, because I do like knowing things that I just wouldn't have known otherwise.
They've done so many fucking awesome ones, man.
Yeah, I've watched a few of them, and it's really, they're really well done.
If you ever watched The Last Dance, the one they did on Michael Jordan, it's like 6-7 episodes.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You'll understand my love for the man after you watch that.
I know, I was listening to something, and they were talking about sports, and they were talking about Michael Jordan and how like the reason he was so different, because who was it that was on the Bulls with him?
Scotty.
Probably. Anyway, they were saying like he wanted to beat you, like Scotty wanted to beat you at basketball. Michael Jordan wanted to beat you at everything. Yeah. And they're like, that was the difference between his mentality and everybody else's.
Oh yeah, Michael would kill you. Like, he wanted to beat you. He wanted to beat everybody.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was spitting loogies. Like, he wanted
exactly.
To
he just wanted to be the best at everything.
Nah, like, they don't make motherfuckers like that. You know, that's why there's only one in a generation. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what LeBron is now. Like, he's just a dog. Like, he'll get out there and fucking do whatever he can to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you watch the new Looney Tunes? Or Space Jam, rather?
I didn't fucking watch it.
No, you told me. You're like, I'm boycotting that fucking movie, and I'm trying to get everyone else to boycott it.
Dude, I was at work, and my wife called me, and she's like, hey, the kids want to watch the new Space Jam. And I'm like, I'm not home, so if you're going to watch it, they can watch it now.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, I don't want to watch it. She's like, I love the first one.
Yeah.
Just like you. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you. And she watched it, and the kids liked it. They said that they liked the old one better. But there was stuff in it, I guess, that they enjoyed. And my wife was like, I didn't really like it too much.
I heard it wasn't great.
She said that they just tried to mirror the first one, like thing for thing. Like, even the introduction is just like the first one with him, like, showing highlights of him dunking and shit. And
that's what I heard, yeah.
I don't know. But I get it. Like, Warner Brothers is desperate for money. And
that's what I was thinking too. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't give a shit about your nostalgia. They just want to cash in.
Well, they care about it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But they don't care about making it good.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they just hoping that the fondness of it will
it's good enough to get you to pay them to watch this so they can make a profit. That's all they care about. And
they're getting crushed by Disney. Like, they're having to merge with like 35 different companies just to stay afloat.
Yeah, but Disney is so massive right now. They're just absorbing companies left.
They're absorbing the right fucking companies. Them getting Marvel, fucking anybody, a blind man could have told you that was a smart move.
Yeah.
Like, are you shitting me? They got the House of Mouse putting it behind the superheroes now. There's nothing these people can't do.
And then they got Star Wars.
George Lucas gets $1 billion and still gets money for like the next 15 years. Like,
Yeah.
are you shitting me?
Yeah, they're just buying cash cows.
Dude, that's all you need forever.
Yeah.
Like, and there's just the Marvel catalog. It's
Right.
ridiculous, man. And the sad thing is they don't even own all their characters anymore. They just got X-Men and Fantastic Four and all that back. They still don't have the Hulk.
It's so weird about the rights and
It is crazy.
comic books. Like, I don't understand it, but because it got so like,
That's because Stan Lee was all about this. I love Stan Lee. I don't like talking ill about the dead, but that man, the only thing he loved more than comic books was money.
yeah.
Like, there was a reason that he put himself in everything Marvel. You can't turn on anything Marvel before he dies and not see his face on that shit or his name or whatever.
Definitely.
Which, I mean,
But
I
he
get it.
is-
He created that shit.
I was going to
like-
say he is Marvel.
Well, I mean, he fucked over a lot of people too, but they don't talk about it because, you know, he's Stan Lee.
Right.
But I watched a documentary on it and he was ruthless back in the day, dude.
You got to be. Honestly, you have to be a certain percentage of ruthless to be like that successful.
Like, every character is created by Stan Lee and then the other guy, the guy that really made the character.
yeah.
And I don't know. Some people care, some people don't. But DC, everybody does it. Like, DC's fucked over a bunch of people too. Like,
Everyone gets fucked over eventually.
yeah, I mean, Rob Liefeld, that's why he doesn't do a lot of stuff with Marvel anymore. Like, he'll do a couple guest covers and stuff like that. But
Well, it's like the whole movie Mank was made about. Like Orson Welles,
Right.
you know, took the story from Mank and then, you know, made it his own Citizen Kane and doesn't get credited at all.
yeah, it's tough, dude. There's been people out throughout the years that have got fucked. Those Vandervoss twins, they didn't come up with the whole idea for Facebook, but they gave Zuckerberg the idea to make Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why he had to pay him X amount of dollars to shut the fuck up about it, because they were like, no, we got something to do with that.
Right.
I think they still own a percentage of Facebook to this day.
I don't know. Talking about Social Network was a great movie.
It was a pretty good movie. What's his name? Soderbergh. That bitch can write.
Yeah.
He really can.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the movies I like Jesse Eisenberg in.
Heisenberg, yeah.
Those and the Zombie Lands are probably, you know.
The only worth talking about.
Uh,
Because for a minute he was the poor man's.
I like 30 Minutes or Less. It's a stupid movie.
Oh, I did forget about that
but
movie.
I like that movie.
It is pretty funny.
I didn't like Adventureland. I thought Bill Hader was funny in it, but they just made Ryan Reynolds like a creepy dude,
Yeah.
like a douchebag. And yeah, I didn't really like that. But yeah, the Zombie Lands are fantastic.
Right.
I love those.
I did too.
And I'm trying to think. He wasn't a terrible Lex Luthor. I mean,
I'm on the fence. I'm at the camp that I liked it. Like, I feel like he was a young Lex Luthor and he was trying.
that's another thing that people, I think, they think that he's trying to be the Kevin Spacey, Gene Hackman one, but that's not it.
Yeah.
He's the son. He's the second Lex.
Right.
And that's why, like, a lot of people, he's Alexander Luthor Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't talk about that. He says, oh, my dad was the man on that. He's the name on the marquee, you know? And that's
Well, they
who
said
they're
he was
talking
trying to be
about.
like the Joker too. And
And I get that because when he's giving that little speech at the dinner party.
yeah.
And he's like, and that's crazy and that's madness. And, you know, I was like, all right, I get what they're saying a little bit. But I thought he had other scenes that made it better.
I didn't mind it. I didn't think.
And
it was
then when
bad.
they shaved his head, I thought he definitely showed a little more, like, you know, like if we'd have got another shot, like at the end of Snyder Cut, when he's like, you know, God's out of the ground and back in the sky, you know, and I'm celebrating. He's like, don't you think we should have a league of our own? Like, if they ever did anything with that, I think he would have been a lot better
I think so too. Yeah,
because
definitely.
he was getting a feel for the character.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll never know now because
Yeah.
they're killing the Snyderverse. But
Thank God.
what?
I'm just kidding. But Fever Pitch. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the thing is, like, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say about this movie other than the sports part of it, because the rom-com aspect of it just did not work for me. I did not feel the chemistry. I did not feel like they were actually like.
When I went back to watch it for the podcast, I was like, you know, some of the laughs I remember being a little bit bigger, but I remember that I saw this movie when I was in high school, and I had my girlfriend or whatever with me. Oh wait, I don't know if I had a girlfriend or not when I saw this movie. I don't remember when it came out. I think I saw it in high school. But
05, so yeah.
yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went and took a chick to this. This is a movie I would have took a girl to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, some of the laughs I remember being a little bit better. You know, it still had like a couple little things, but
That's what I said. It has like some joke. That's the thing is like they had a bunch. I feel like they had a bunch of skits
yeah,
written out for the movie, and then
they were expecting Jimmy Fallon to wing it, to wing it out. Hey, you just do what you do, Jimmy.
yeah.
Jimmy it up.
But I like Drew Barrymore tried her best. I just feel like the way they wrote her character, there was not a lot for her to work with. But it did make me realize like how much I do love Drew Barrymore, because I felt like this. I'm glad you brought up Adam Sandler, because I felt like this tried to be an Adam Sandler
about
movie.
to say that. Now, in an alternate reality, they make this movie in New York, and it's
Yeah.
about the Yankees.
And
Adam Sandler's just this over the top Yankees guy. Like, he's so used to the winning that like anytime they lose, he's just a fucking unbearable mess.
Yes.
Breaking shit, like fucking causing a scene because he's like drunk in bars and shit, you know, knocking out Red Sox fans and shit. Like, that would have been a way better movie,
Yeah.
right? You know?
And it did make me appreciate Adam Sandler, because
Well,
if
they're like
Adam
the dream
Sandler,
team of like man-woman duos. Like, I can't think of any other actress that have been in that many movies together that are all good,
yeah,
because they have 4 movies together, and I think they're all great
Yep.
in their own way.
right, because they have that chemistry, but also just Adam Sandler may not be great now, but there was a point in time where he was really great at making movies, like rom-com movies, like
He still has a hit every now and then, but some of them I feel like are a little too fucking slapsticky.
Right.
But Netflix is giving him like $1 billion.
just do what he wants.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they gave him like an overall deal for like the next 2 decades. He can make 12 shitty movies a year if he wants to.
Right.
He made that stupid fucking Halloween movie and people liked it. I didn't, but some people loved it.
I don't watch anything he does because I just don't care.
The last one he made, to me, that was hilarious, was that one with Jennifer Aniston, the murder party.
I heard that was funny, but like I was into it. The wife made me turn it off. She's like, I don't like this. Turn it
Oh,
off.
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, I was into it, so I don't know how it.
You should
played
go
out.
back and finish it, bro. It's
I
pretty
probably
funny.
will.
Me and the wife had a good laugh.
Yeah,
We've watched it a couple times.
but definitely, if they like remade this movie with Adam Sandler and brought Drew Barrymore back and
Right.
did, like you said, did the Yankees, I think it would actually be pretty fucking good.
I think it would be a
And
lot
pretty
funnier
funny.
because Adam Sandler, when he's in his wheelhouse,
Yeah.
he's great.
Because I can't help, even though it doesn't have anything to do with sports, it still has Drew Barrymore, like 50 First Dates. It made me realize how much I loved 50 First Dates.
Mm-hmm.
And
I even love Blended. Like, and that's probably the one that people don't like the most that they did together.
that's another one I didn't see.
Oh, I love Blended. Like,
I was scared too.
that was one of his better movies in
Yeah.
the last 10 years, I feel like. They're both good in it, and it's a sweet movie. You know, it's about like families being able to blend together and, you know, still enjoy themselves. You know,
Yeah.
It's a good message, and they're just good together. I feel like
Oh yeah, that's like I said, it's just that chemistry they have.
I feel like everybody will always say when it comes to them, the best they ever did was 50 First Dates, and some people, for me personally, it's Wedding Singer. I love The Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, period.
Right.
Happy Gilmore is my number 1 all time. Nothing will ever replace Happy Gilmore. That shit is hilarious. I still laugh. He fist fought Bob Barker, dog. That is hilarious. The price is wrong, bitch. I fucking love that shit.
I don't know why, but mine is Little Nicky.
I love Little Nicky too, and people shit on that movie
I
so
know,
much.
but
dude.
it's still my favorite.
It's in my top 5 Sandlers.
Yeah, like Little Nicky and Waterboy are my 2 like go-to Adam Sandler movies.
You know what? Like, Fever Pitch has just been taken over by the Adam Sandler episode. Dude.
Yeah, right.
Fuck it. Top 5 Adam Sandler movies. No particular order. Go.
Me?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of mine.
Little
right now.
Nicky. Oh, so I get to do
I'm
Nicky,
pretty sure I got like 4 of them.
Waterboy, you know, Happy Gilmore. I'm trying to think of what else. See, the one that I started to watch recently, I didn't get through it. Punch Drunk Love. Is
I
that
hated it.
I think I
Fucking
would
hated
like
it.
it if like
You
'cause
probably would.
I got halfway through it and I liked it.
That's more your kind of movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's pretty good in it.
He is. He's great.
He tries his best, but Adam Sandler, I just don't. He's not one of them serious actors for me.
No.
Like, I don't want to see him be as serious.
I really enjoyed Uncut Gems.
I did too. A lot of people shit on that one too, but I like that one.
Right.
That's probably his only serious role that I enjoy.
And then probably like The Longest Yard.
That's good. It's a good one. It's funny. But
Those are
I feel
probably-
like it's more of an ensemble. Like everybody in it makes that movie funny.
Right, but I was trying to think, like, I don't know.
I'm going.
Or Billy Madison. I
I-
take out Longest Yard and put in Billy Madison.
I had Billy Madison on about 6 months ago, and I turned it off. I couldn't
Really?
do it. I couldn't do it, man. It's too fucking silly now. Like I'm an adult. Like some of the shit in it is just stupid.
I haven't seen it recently, so I can't say.
I just couldn't do it anymore, man. Like even the shit that I used to die laughing at, like the "Stop looking at me, Schwan." Like I was just like,
I feel like I would feel that way about like Little Nicky and Waterboy. Actually, I saw Waterboy not too long ago.
Yeah, I saw Waterboy recently. It's still fucking
Yeah,
great, bro.
yeah.
I bought a Bobby Boucher jersey because I fucking love it. Yeah, mine's Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, like I said, no particular order. Lil Nicky, that's my boy. I love that fucking movie. That's raunchy, raw.
I did not like that one.
Rated R, Adam Sandler. I love that fucking movie. And probably Airheads.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I forgot about
Yeah,
Airheads. Oh,
yeah.
that was a good one.
I love Airheads, man.
I fucking love Airheads. That's the only like Brendan Fraser movie that I fucking love.
And then, like you said, honorable mentions for me would probably be like Wedding Singer, Uncut Gems, and Murder Party. Or not, I keep saying Murder Party because of that. It's Murder Mystery.
Yeah,
Murder Mystery.
right.
And I like Pixels. I watched it with my kids
Fuck
the
off.
other day. It's not great. I get it. But, like, it's still a fun movie for the kids.
Yeah.
Made
Well,
my
it's-
son want to play Pac-Man. Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, you get kids into shit they're not supposed to like.
Right. You were talking about Space Jam. Actually, when I was sick, I watched Space Jam just because,
It'll make you feel better.
and I was like, this, like, I understand it's not a great movie,
Yeah.
but just it's
Michael
still
Jordan
fun.
ain't winning any Oscars.
Right.
I still think he did better than LeBron. Like just the trailer
Yeah.
for LeBron's acting, I'm like, you know. But you know, one thing I'm not gonna say. I know anytime we ever talk about LeBron James, it seems like I'm always shitting on him. But he was in that movie Trainwreck with Bill Hader and Amy Schumer, and I thought he was playing LeBron James, but I thought he was funny in it. Like he did a good job.
You know, I don't like Amy Schumer, but I do actually kind of like that movie.
That movie is pretty fucking funny. Bill
Yeah.
Hader is hilarious, man.
Right. I
It-
do love Bill Hader.
Dude, like I wish he was in more shit. That show Barry he does is fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
I've seen a couple episodes, and the thing about it that's so great is like he's playing a contract killer, but it's Bill Hader, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like he's a badass, but it's Bill Hader, so it's still hilarious because like he's still Bill Hader, like he still acts like he normally does and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but he just like pulls a gun out and blasts everybody. Like it's so fucking funny.
That's pretty fun. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it comes on like Stars, I think, or Showtime, one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So what do you rate this one since you've seen it recently?
since I've gone back and watched it, it's kind of like a 6.5. You know, and like before, I would probably gave it like a 7.
No.
Yeah, probably 6.5, 6.
I hate this movie and I don't recommend it. I want it to burn in a fire.
If you're a Red Sox fan, or if you just love Jimmy Fallon or Drew Barrymore,
No, if you like Drew Barrymore, stay away from this one because it'll make you almost not like her.
I feel like she's done shittier movies. Like, but
Name one.
yeah, I was gonna say Riding in Cars with Boys, but it is a good movie. It is a good movie.
I love Santa Clarita's Diet.
I don't give a shit about that show. That's why they canceled it.
Fuck you.
I hated that Cinderella movie she did back in the day, Ever After or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that.
Never Been Kissed is good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that
Love
one.
E.T.
Right. I think she's great.
Oh yeah, she's one of my favorite actresses for sure.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think this is a bad movie, but it's not the greatest either.
I just couldn't stand the
Like I
writing.
said, the search continues for a better sports movie for you.
Yeah, this is not the one.
I think next is going to be like Remember the Titans.
I didn't like
'Cause
this
if you
one.
don't like Remember the Titans, you have no soul.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a good one.
Honestly, you could just. I haven't seen most sports movies, so you could just go sports movies like for the rest of this podcast and probably.
I mean, obviously I won't because like that would get boring for you.
Yeah.
But no, every now and then I told myself that I'm going to throw in a little stick ball something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you ever seen Bull Durham?
No.
That's a good one too. That's got Costner and Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon. That's a good one. It's about love and baseball.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love in baseball.
There's a lot
movies.
of baseball movies.
A lot of love in baseball movies too. Summer Catch. There's a lot of them. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like why there's so much love in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why those two get wrote so well together. Probably the most like I can only think like one basketball movie that's about like a love relationship, and that's love in basketball.
That's true. People just fucking love. There was a time when people fucking loved baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's kind of dying out.
It used to be a national pastime. That's what they called it. But like, I feel like football's taking it over.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, people like baseball. They'll watch it. Like, don't get me wrong. The baseball fans that are out there, they are fucking diehard.
That's the thing is you only have diehard. You don't have casual baseball fans.
Right. Like, people rarely just turn on. Like, if they do, it's the playoffs or the World Series. And even then, like, I would say, I think they said it takes like 3 World Series views to get 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You watch it, even if you don't like football, you watch it for the fucking commercials because they're hilarious.
Right. Well, I was going to say, like, I'm not a sports guy, but I can turn on a football game and have fun, but I cannot turn on a baseball game and have fun.
There's not a lot of movement, not a lot going on.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Like I said, my favorite sports go football, basketball, and hockey. Those are like my big 3. And over the years, I've kind of got a love for soccer a little bit. Football, as they would call it.
A lot of my friends are into hockey.
I love hockey.
They tell me, they're like, you got to go to like a live game.
Oh,
like that's
amazing.
where the real fun is.
Yeah, I've been to a.
So I like that's my bucket list is to go to a live like Lightning game.
Fucking challenge accepted, bro. We're going to a hockey game next year.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm into it.
Because due to the Forum, the Lightning are winning right now. It's beautiful, bro. Like,
they're always winning.
Babe, we just won back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back. I got to get 2 more rings. Because I only had the first one in 2004.
Oh, yeah. They're always doing well.
You know, those replica rings are getting expensive, Doug.
Are they?
If the Cowboys ever... Well, fuck am I saying? They'll never will. But if they ever did one of those
good
Super
talk
Bowl,
about your own team. Like, you just shit on the Cowboys. Like,
dude, I mean, they after last year, after the Bucks won, after they rigged it so Tom Brady could get another fucking Super Bowl, dude. Like,
you think they rigged it?
Yes. 100%. There's no reason a 40 fucking year old man should be winning a Super Bowl, dude.
It's carrying a whole team.
He's not carrying shit. They gave him every call. He had everybody in the league on his fucking team. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. He ruined football for me. They ruined football for me, bro.
Yeah.
And I live in fucking Florida, dog. Like, all I hear about is how great fucking Tom Brady is now. Like, it wasn't bad enough when that cocksucker was in Boston. Now he's in my backyard and I got to hear that shit.
That's the one thing I do hate about sports is you can just like buy a player. Like, I wish everybody that was in Tampa was just, they grew up in Tampa. They went to, that high school, they went to that college. And that's kind of how I feel the teams should be, is like, these are the people that grew up in this city and now they play for our team.
That's how it is in fucking little league in high school.
But that's what I hate about
big leagues, baby.
But that's what I hate about NFL is like, oh, we like that player, so we have enough money to buy them. It's like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, they have the
option
option to turn it down or not.
Right, but
who's going to turn down $100 million?
And my point exactly is like, you have, I don't know. That's just the one thing I don't like about sports.
I hate the fucking Eagles, bro. You know how much I hate the fucking Eagles.
Right.
But if they came to me and said, Nick, we're going to pay you $3 million to be an Eagle for this year.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, Greg? You're going to see me in some green, baby. Like, that's just part of it, dude.
That's the part that kills it for me, is because Tom Brady went from the fucking Patriots to Tampa Bay. And it's just like,
it's just so fucking nauseating, bro.
I don't know. It's not my thing. But so I didn't like this movie so much. I was on the fence of Death Box or I'm going to pull like an art house movie. So I didn't go Death Box. I got an art house movie. So we're going to do Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. I
like her.
Yep.
She's hot in it, I'm sure. So, that won't be too bad.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this one.
Sweet. When you off next? When are we doing this one?
The next one?
Yeah.
I'm actually off this weekend.
I'm off Sunday.
Yeah, so we can get together Sunday if you want.
All right. Yeah. You want to go over there?
Oh, shit, yeah.
All right. And then let me just do that after?
That sounds like a plan.
Sweet.
So you guys have noticed there's a big like gap in the podcast because I got
a week.
I got the COVID.
Yeah.
I got fucking sick and I died. I died and came back to life.
Yeah, he was near death for a minute.
So but the only good part about it is I had a bunch of movies in the mail that came in while I was sick. So I have a little bit of a haul video. I'm not gonna talk about that one yet. Here's your shitty movie back.
Thank you. I shall go back in my Jimmy Fallon section.
Is it that big?
It's got 2 movies.
2 movies, yeah.
I
was gonna say I didn't know he did movies outside of like.
You just thought that he went from SNL to his own talk show,
right?
Yeah, pretty much. He had like 2 years where he did a couple movies.
So I saw someone posted about this one, and I'm like, I have to fucking have it. It's the special edition of The Game, David Fincher.
That is pretty cool.
Like, I just love the cover, and this is one of my favorite movies. So I had to get this movie. And I was like, I just have to get this. So I got The Game from Arrow Video. And then this one, you said something about it. You're like, I hate that movie, but it's not. It's David Cronenberg's Crash, which I have not seen this, but people keep posting about it in my special edition.
So it's not the one with Ludacris?
No, it's not that.
Brendan Fraser?
No.
Okay.
This is a different one. But I keep seeing this one pop up left and right, and I'm like, I need to see what the fuss is about. So
Cronenberg doesn't do any good movies though either.
You better be careful what you're talking about.
I haven't seen one that I've enjoyed.
He has a huge fan base.
Yeah, I know, I get it, but like I just don't see what the hype is.
Well, maybe we'll check this one out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than willing to take a dive into it.
So
you pick one of his best movies, and I'll watch it.
Yeah, so we'll do that one day.
Yeah,
and then I got this one from Best Buy because this one popped up, and I'm like, I have to have it.
I love that.
It's the limited edition steelbook of the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Mortal Kombat. Dude, I gotta say this. I mean, obviously the plot wasn't fantastic.
I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but it was fucking fun, and that's all I asked for.
And I mean, it gave you what you wanted to see. Some realistic looking fights. Like,
and Kano fucking killed it. The guy that played Kano was just
the guy like a real Australian dude. It was fucking cool.
He fucking killed it. I mean, he stole the show, obviously, but I still enjoyed it. It was still fun, gory. I don't know. I had fun with it, and they did a steelbook limited edition release, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta have it.
Yeah, a friend of mine on TikTok, he got it too. I've seen it, but it's clean. Yeah. Very clean.
So I got that.
I got 2 steel books, and now like I've been looking like, but that's the
looking
thing.
For steel books.
I don't want, if I can't get them for the cheap, I don't want them.
That's their whole thing, though. It's like,
that's my shtick.
I've spent like, I hope wife doesn't hear this one, but like these movies, like probably about $100
just on these
movies that I have. Yeah,
Jesus,
because this one was $40.
That's like
steelbook.
That's like a month's budget.
Yeah,
of what I spend.
Right
on shit.
So,
but dude, I'm telling you, Sunday, bro, you could bring $5 and you'll leave with a bag full of movies. The guy I'm going to take you to, I hope to God he's out there. If you're listening, bro, bring your ass.
Right.
He's always got something cool out there. Is that Stranger Things?
No, that was just a ringtone.
I heard a new season of that today to come out.
I hope it gets better.
Yeah. I thought you were one of the ones that loved it. Or is that Steven?
I loved the first season. Second season was okay.
Right.
I really like it.
There's been what, 3?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, the wife called me, so I'm just making sure everything's all right. But yeah,
she's probably like nixing my fucking spot.
Right. Oh shit. Oh, it's too early. She
doesn't. Okay, I was about to say. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, she's going that early. But anyways,
but then I have one more.
I love this one. By the way, I remember I'm pretty sure I saw this post and I liked it.
Yeah. So Arrow Video did a limited edition release of True Romance.
It's awesome.
It has a fucking booklet. It has a poster. And
is there a steel book for it?
I don't think so.
I was about to say.
Okay, so Zavvi,
definitely a steel book.
Zavvi did a steel book of it at like the same time this one came out. But the thing is they're like sold out, and so people are selling them for like over $100 on like eBay and shit. So
no, I think that's badass, and I love the little book that comes with it.
Right,
it's awesome.
And I love True Romance so much that I'm like, I gotta get it. Like
that's like the Escape from New York I got. It's got a fucking comic in it and everything. Yeah. Like I love it.
It's one of my top movies that I love, and the wife actually watched it recently, and she really enjoyed it too. So
movies like that just prove that like directors like Tony Scott are like really a one in a million, because think of how many big fucking names are in that movie, dude.
Oh yeah.
And he orchestrates the fuck out of all of them. Not one of those people are wasted. Doesn't matter if they're in the movie for 5 seconds or fucking 12 or the whole thing. Like, they are perfect. Like, they are the best. That is my by far my favorite Christian Slater fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like Christian Slater is one of those actors for me that's like damn near impossible to watch. I don't like Christian Slater.
He's not
Never
great.
been. I didn't like him in none of that shit. Mobsters. He almost ruined a mob movie for me. Like, I'm just not a Christian Slater guy.
I'm right there with you. He was just a pretty face. That's the thing.
I heard that's why they kicked him off Mr. Robot, because like he was just ruining the fucking show.
Yeah, I heard he's a pain in the ass to work with.
And people love Rami Malek or whatever his name is. Malyak. The dude that played Freddie Mercury, which, by the way, hearing that Oscar, it's a beautiful fucking movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it. The one about Queen.
Oh, I guess she is on her way home.
Oh, shit. So tell Nick to get out of my fucking spot.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, we're about to wrap this up, right? But
yeah.
No, that's one thing. I would love to do a fanboy episode on True Romance, dude. I could talk about True Romance for fucking days.
Oh, same.
I love that fucking movie. It has literally, it's a terrible subject, but just the amount of don't give a fuck in Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Is that scene with him and Walken.
Oh,
that is one of
definitely.
my favorite movie fucking scenes of all time. Like, and it is such great acting. Like, you just feel the tension. And James Gandolfini's just chilling off in the darkness, bro. Like a fucking, like a villain, dude. And like, it's just it's the greatest thing ever, man.
I know.
God.
It is a great movie. Maybe one day we'll just dive into it.
Yeah, we'll have to do like a little bonus episode or something on that shit. Like, but yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about the Scarlett Johansson one. Give me that shit. So I don't forget it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. Yeah, I had the older special edition of True Romance, but since I have the new one, and I guess you're missing your discs.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I think, like I said, I got the special features, but
that happened to me one time. As I went to watch Cheech and Chong, and I opened it, and it just wasn't in there.
You know,
I was like, does people just take DVDs out of the case?
That shit, it weirds me out, bro, because like I don't keep my DVDs out.
Yeah,
around people anymore.
I had one friend that would like keep a stack of discs like in front of his TV, and I'm just like, why do you do this? You have the cases right there.
Bro.
He would just like watch a movie and then put it off to the side.
My wife had a bad habit of that shit. I had to break her up when we got together.
Yeah.
So first of all, look, I don't treat my shit like that.
Yeah.
So put the shit in the case.
Right.
Or her brother would do that shit when he lived with us. He'd be like, "Go about this," and he'd go watch it, and I'd go in the room, and the fucking case would be over here, and the movie'd be upside down on the fucking on the side you can't get scratched. And I'd be like, "What are you doing, bro?
Yep.
Take care of my fucking movies."
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way.
Then he lost one. You know, it's weird. He lost my copy of Rock and Roller, and then I literally got like 8 copies of it. Now I can't give that movie away. I've given it out to so many people.
Yeah, I just need the one copy.
I didn't give it to you?
You gave me a copy.
I was about to say.
I think so.
I was saying, I thought I did.
Yeah.
If not, I got another copy for you. If you go in there and look, you can't find it. That's one I got to watch. A friend of mine just got the Steelbook for Wrath of Man.
Mm-hmm.
The new Guy Ritchie.
Right.
With Jason Statham.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I was like, how the fuck is that even out? Like, I feel like that was just in theaters.
I felt like I just watched the trailer for that the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know how it's been weird with like, dude, they like Mortal Kombat's already on fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Like, it feel like I just watched that movie like 2 months ago, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
They're rushing the shit out of these, which will be cool though when we get to the stuff we want, like Black Widow, the Suicide Squad, the new Spider-Man, which by the way looks fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They're bringing like every Spider-Man ever back, which I'm not so excited about Andrew Garfield, but like Tobey Maguire, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy when I heard about that. Tobey Maguire is going to be coming back.
Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Interested to see if they do anything better with Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hope
they're
so.
bringing back Alfred Molina as fucking Dr. Octopus.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. I heard about that.
That's right there got my dick hard. I was like, what, dude? Like,
Right.
that's going to be fantastic. Like I said, bro, like, I don't want to end the episode because, like, I haven't seen you. I've been wanting to talk about movies
Right.
and shit. And you're my movie guy, dude. That's who I talk movies with.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I can't wait.
right.
There's so much cool shit coming.
Maybe we'll have something to talk about some of it on the next episode,
For sure.
along with Under the Skin.
Under the Skin with Scarlett Jo, which, by the way, I saw Black Widow. Fantastic.
I heard it wasn't great.
I liked it. I was just fiending for a superhero movie.
I
That's
just
probably why I
I
liked it
just
so
don't
much.
care. But I'm kind of burnt out on the whole movie thing, or the
Superhero genre?
superhero genre, especially Marvel.
Hell no, take my money.
Yeah.
Every time, baby.
Well, they can have all your money. They're not getting any more of mine.
Right.
But next time, Under the Skin.
All right, y'all.
Later. Hey guys, Greg, your local metalhead here. So me and Nick had a pretty long conversation before the podcast. I figured I'd throw it in at the end of this one, so enjoy.
Okay, that's not. One of them doesn't do movie podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
He does, like, it's really crazy. He hangs out in the shed in his backyard, and his name's Arch. He's a pretty cool dude. I met him on TikTok, and he just did an interview with a guy that was a ballet dancer
Oh yeah.
for years, and now he's a bartender on TikTok, and I guess he's like a big deal. Like, he can do all this cool shit or whatever.
Right.
But like he talked to him for like an hour. It was pretty funny.
That's like the one thing I wanted to do with podcast is like just interview people,
Right.
because like one of my favorite things is to ask people, like when I meet somebody new and I'm like curious about them.
You
I was
turn my
like-
headphones down a little bit.
You want them down?
Yeah. It's a little loud.
Testing 1 2 3 testing. Is that you?
Yeah.
It turned it down.
Yeah.
Is that good, or do you want
Oh
it?
no, I can't hear anything now.
Testing.
Yeah,
Testing.
that's perfect.
Right there.
Yeah.
You good?
That's good.
Yeah, I turned my headphones up because I use this to talk to Kendra when we play video games.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. How's that?
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, when we play video games, I use this setup to talk to her while she's in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You really could. Like, I know that's not your thing, but like if you wanted to like be on Twitch, you would have the setup, no problem.
Oh yeah, the setup. It's the personality that I like.
I don't think it's your personality. I think you don't care enough about gaming.
Yeah,
Like, you're
that's
not
true.
competitive enough to be like one of those guys that's like, I'm in here fucking getting bodies. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you're just not that guy.
Although on
I think a certain game for you, maybe, if you, because like you like interacting with people, or maybe you would like interacting with people,
maybe the right people, yeah. But the game that I was playing, World of Warcraft, some of the funnest things is like getting drunk, like hammered, and then going into the battlegrounds, like PvP and shit, and just fucking murdering everybody. Like that's what I used to do back in the day when I used to play a lot. Is just fucking I would go out to the bar and get hammered with my friends, come home and play PvP World of Warcraft. This is back when I was like good
just
at it.
destroying fucking
I was
12-year-olds.
just destroying everybody, and I would get on like the thing where you talk to your guild or whatever. They're not in the game with me, but they can hear me talking. I'm like, fuck, piece of shit, take that motherfucker, just talking shit. And they
Greg's
would
over
like,
there fucking smiting people.
yeah, and that would be the only like good Twitch thing. It's just me getting drunk and PvPing.
Yeah, I would bet dollars to donuts that there is a community that loves watching people play WoW.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm sure there is. I mean, I have a few people that I watch.
Well, maybe that's something to look into.
Yeah.
If you could have, I mean, because you could still get hammered ass drunk and do it.
Yeah, definitely. It would be fun. But the thing is like I've heard of people that do that, but then they become like straight like alcoholics and they don't know how to be without the alcohol.
You see, but you wouldn't have that problem because you would only do it on nights you were off
Yeah.
or not off the next day.
Right.
So I'm saying you're still going to have to get up and go to work. And when now you're on day shift, you ain't going to be doing that shit.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I drink like once a month now. Like I drink over here. That's about when I drink.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
A
Like,
little bite, you know?
I very rarely drink outside of the podcast unless I'm having like one of those feel good days, and you're just like,
Well, you've told me that you've gotten hammered and watched movies and stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm in a good mood. I want to be in a better mood, so I'll just pour a few drinks and then just get fucking hammered while I'm watching a movie.
That's the best kind of drinking, when you can just like ease up on the drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not like at a party and you're just fucking hammering shots or mixed drinks, you know? Like, you can just ease into it
Yeah, exactly.
and enjoy it a lot more. Especially
definitely.
whiskey. Whiskey's like the best sipping drunk you can have.
100%. And I found a new whiskey that I'm like in love with, so
Especially if you can drink it straight. Game over.
yeah.
But
But what I was gonna say is like that's one thing, like a podcast I've always wanted to do, because whenever I ask people, yeah, you can push that over, it's fine.
Okay.
Is if you could get paid to do whatever you wanted to do, what would that be?
oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Probably this.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
The podcasting? I thought it would be like collecting.
Well, I mean, I feel like all that would go together. Like that in my mind, like what I want is I want to be known for this and my collecting.
Right.
You know, like I want people to be like, that dude is one of the best, baddest, coolest fucking collectors out there. And like he also has a dope ass movie podcast. Like
That's what I was saying. That's why I sent you that one, like the guy that collects like antiques. Like antiques, like only a certain amount of people care about it.
Right.
But if you could do that with like modern shit, because you like to collect a lot of things. I collect like movies.
Yeah.
And I used to do CDs, but
well, I feel like that's what's helped me so much on TikTok is because I'm in like 5 different groups of people. I got retro collectors, people like me that collect action figures,
Right.
like the same era of action figures that I collect. There's people that collect comic books that I'm friends with and talk to. There's people that are into Funko Pops. I have 6 Funko Pops, Greg, but they are so passionate about it that I like it. I enjoy watching their videos about it.
right.
Because I'm not talking about these guys that got a couple like me.
No.
They got walls of their house.
No. I had a
It's like
when I had my
up
personal trainer, I would talk to him on the computer. His back wall was just Funko Pops, and I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, these dudes are not playing. Like
Yeah.
they this is what they do.
And there's actual like collector edition Funko Pops out there that I
there's
didn't know
shit
about.
tons of chases and limited edition. I've learned some stuff too,
Yeah.
and that's the cool thing. Because I had to ask about certain things. I was like, because I never got what the numbers were for, none of that shit, and I just like I don't want to get made fun of, so I never ask. But
Yeah.
they're pretty cool people. And then I got people that are into Pokemon cards too, like grown men.
Well,
that
that's what I
do it
wanted
with
to.
their kids.
That's what I wanted to do with the collector's edition.
I know,
YouTube
man.
is like talk to those people about them collecting like all this shit and all the nuances that they know that you probably don't know about.
But that's the shitty thing about COVID, man. Like more than anything is like now people are just weird about shit like that. Like they don't want you to come to their home and
Yeah, exactly.
see stuff like that.
Well, not only that, but I was watching the antique guy and he was showing like this guy that collect Coke or Pepsi, one of the two,
Right.
his whole life. But he didn't want to be on camera. He's like, you can show my collection, but I don't want to be on camera. And I'm like, shit, there's probably people out there like that. Like they want to show off their collection, but they don't want to like talk about it or be on camera. It's like, it kind of like takes away from it.
Yeah. Because you just figure somebody's that passionate about something.
Yeah, right.
They would want to, you know, but some people are introverts, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a TikTok with us recording because I feel like that's a good thing because I'll put it on my channel and be like, hey, you know, not only am I part of the collector, but I'm one half of War with Cinema. All episodes are streaming on YouTube and most streaming services or like all popular streaming services. Bro, I Googled me the other day.
You Googled yourself?
Yeah, bro. Because I always wanted to be like, because you hear people say, Google me, motherfucker. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, so I did. I Googled. I said, who is part of the collector? And so much shit popped up, bro.
Yeah.
My YouTube channel, this. I was just like, Par Pick, Greg Pick, Par Pick. Then it had lips in it. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm fucking famous, yo.
That's fucking funny.
So I was like, yeah, bitch, Google me. And it's got you up there, Gregory Local Metalhead. I was just like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking going somewhere, dog.
Yeah, we're getting out there.
So yeah, but that's what I want. Like, because I feel like TikTok is just that fucking. That's why I said, man, we can either make a War with Cinema TikTok, or I could just put it with mine or whatever. I was gonna tag you and everything because you have a TikTok. I know you don't have anything up there but one video, but you know, if you wanted to do promotional videos for War with Cinema on your page, you could do it too.
I probably should.
Like you should change your name to Greg, your local metalhead.
Yeah, I just like.
You can do it once every month.
I did it as like a joke, like being like facetious because TikTok is such a thing. So I'm like, look, I'm on TikTok. That's what I was gonna put or whatever, and then I got like full blown sick like the next day.
But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I feel like it's a great tool. Like,
yeah,
I shit on it for a long time, but like
I don't shit on it. It's just like that's not. I'm like an old man. Like I don't want to see into the future kind of thing.
Same thing. I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to get on Snapchat. I didn't want to do that. Facebook is the only thing I got in that I got out of.
Yeah,
because I got so fucking tired of getting notifications about people posting, people put pictures. Like I don't give a shit about.
You can turn all that off, but
yeah, I know, but that's the whole thing. It's like, how am I supposed to expect people to watch my shit if I ain't watching theirs?
Right.
And Facebook, it can be used for a business or something, but I feel like it's more for people's personal shit.
It is, but when there's pages on Facebook that have like groups and stuff, and that's really where the interaction comes from. But
yeah, I mean, I didn't want to learn Facebook. It was so much.
Yeah, there is a lot that goes into it.
You could share posts, you could repost posts, you could, I'm just like, oh, this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Instagram is simple. Fucking TikTok is simple. Like Snapchat is simple. I fucking hold the button and talk.
I've been wanting to do like a Twitter because Twitter is like a cesspool of like
hate.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like I could slide in there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it's so easy to get canceled that way. Because, like, people just pull up your Twitter and look at everything you've posted. And I know I'm going to say some dumb shit. Yeah. Well, I've been listening to Shane Gillis a lot.
Yeah.
He was literally about to start SNL. And he got cancel cultured back in, like, 2012 or something like that. Like, when cancel culture was, like, just starting. And he got kicked off SNL, like, fired from SNL and everything. And he's, like, just now starting to make a comeback.
Damn.
But
that's tough.
Speaking of, like, I've been listening to some of his podcasts. If I could have anybody's voice, it would be Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Like, he has the most, like, podcasting voice I've ever heard.
Some people have it. They, like, that's why people listen to them, is how they sound.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't help it. It's just so goddamn silky smooth.
Right. I was like, I wish I had your voice.
There's certain commentators that I've had that with over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Like Marv Albert.
Mm-hmm.
He just retired this year, but he was at the Eastern Conference Finals, and they gave him a fucking finals trophy for all of his years of hard work as a broadcaster, because he's not a fucking player.
Right.
But it was like, man, that's badass.
And then there's the flip side that there's people like, I like their content, but I can't listen to them because their voice is too annoying.
My new goal in life is to be so fucking cool that I get the broadcast boys to do a video about me. Like, and I know you're looking at me like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
They do. It's crazy as shit, man. It's a white dude and a black dude, and they're from Michigan, and they went to college. They grew up together. They're like best friends, but they do the best fucking hype videos, and they also like teach you the history of people.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they'll pick random ass historical figures. Sometimes they'll pick singers or rappers, and sometimes they do like real life gangsters. Like they did one on like the incredible life of Pablo Escobar. He blew up an entire plane just to kill one person. Like, and so it'll just have all these cool ass stories, but like the way he sells it, it's badass.
Yeah.
They're verified. Like they fucking millions of people watch them. Their videos are awesome.
What are they called?
The Broadcast Boys.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to check them out.
Their claim to fame is they went to like the fucking hood of New York and called basketball games, like commentated street basketball games and like Rucker Park and like all these terrible places that you don't go and do that shit.
Right.
And people loved them for it because they were entertaining as shit and they were funny,
Yeah.
And they would hand out like little fake trophies and shit, like little finals trophies and stuff. And like now they're just blowing the fuck up. Like,
well, that's all it is like you just need that personality. You could do pretty much anything you want. You just need that personality.
no, you just have to make people like you. Like for some reason, like I don't know, like you, hate you, whatever. They have to talk about you though.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that, like exposure is everything.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people that make great content, but they're stuck like me. Like they're a little bit better than me. Their videos get like a couple hundred views, 1,000 views at most. You know, a couple hundred likes. You know, a couple shares, but like they're not like at that level where like these dudes drop a video and then within a day it's at fucking 100,000 views.
Right.
Like that's what I said. Like you just have to be. I don't know.
You gotta
be on the FYP.
It's the grind, really. You just got to keep. One thing that Bert Kreischer said is,
talent. I feel like is a big part of it, but luck is the too.
And that's what he was saying, because nobody really knew who Bert Kreischer was until the Machine story or the Russia Machine story.
Exactly. And now people like, oh, I got to check out more of that guy.
Right. But that's the thing he was saying is like, you'll probably have that like viral video or viral story or viral something that catches on, but you need the content behind it. So when they look you up, they have more to like absorb.
It's like, oh, this guy's not just a one-trick pony.
Right. And that's what I think about the podcast is we've been doing it so long that like maybe one day one of our videos will like blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then they still have the content to go back.
One of them kind of did and we didn't even know. Fucking Guyver.
Yeah.
We didn't even know it.
Yeah.
That bitch was just slowly amassing views. I've gone back and watched that whole fucking episode just to like.
Have you?
Yeah,
just to see
like what did we do that week? Did I like jump up and down or like fucking I don't know. But yeah.
No, it's just like I said.
People must really fucking cult following. That is probably the biggest movie that I didn't think had a cult following. That proved to me had a cult following.
Right.
Because I probably said in the episode about 3 times, like, who likes this shit, dude? Honestly, like
1,000 people at least.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker, I like Guyver." Yeah. I never read the comments though. Probably should have.
There's not a whole lot of comments.
No.
There's not usually a lot of comments on our stuff.
What
like
about on Spotify?
They can't leave comments.
Oh really? Yeah. I didn't know. Well, I just got Spotify the other day.
Oh, I see.
Gave us a follow.
No, the thing about the anything outside of YouTube, they can't interact with. They can just listen to.
Yeah, I got Spotify because some of these guys that I've got friends with on TikTok, like you can't download. Well, they don't have their shit on YouTube, so
yeah, they got it on other podcasting platforms.
No,
I mean, there's other things like Podcast Addict is what I used to use.
Well, he was like, "Oh, it's on Apple Music." I'm like, "I don't have Apple Music. Not getting Apple Music." He's like, "It's Spotify." I'm like, now that I could get. So
that's us. We're on a few things. I tried to get us on the, like,
we're on iTunes,
as many of the biggest ones, that I could. Like the little ones, I try not to worry about too much because I've heard from other podcasters like you won't need to try to get on every single platform, but it's just like a second job just trying to like keep track of all that shit.
Right.
And it's like as long as we're on the biggest platforms, we'll be all right.
I was gonna say YouTube and Spotify alone put us like up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody has one of those two.
Exactly.
But I mean, we can start. I miss talking to you, bro.
No, it feels good. I've been being sick and just laying in bed and dying for a week, not having like anyone to talk to.
I don't know, bro. I felt bad. I was like, man, I should call him. Like, I should be like, see how he is. But then I talked to Steve-O and he's like, yeah, I talked to him. He says he's doing better now. I'm like, oh, that's good. And then Ashley told me that you had posted on Facebook that you were back at work. And I was like, well, I mean, he's at least moving. So that's good.
It sucked too because like laying in bed for a week and not eating, I lost 20 pounds. And you lose your muscle and you lose your like ability to breathe properly. So when I went back to work, like even though I'm a sanitation person, I have to walk around with a broom. I was like getting out of breath like an old man and like my muscles hurt. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I just felt like a 90-year-old man.
Yeah, because you ain't done nothing.
Exactly.
You've been laying dormant.
Just laying and just drinking Powerade for a week. That's it.
Try to get some fucking electrolytes in you.
Yeah, because I was sweat.
Ugh, I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy, dog.
I know, that's what I was telling a friend of mine. I was, because her family's getting sick, and I'm like, I really hope it's not COVID, because like...
I told you, man, I lost an aunt and a cousin to this shit this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking, I didn't want to believe it was this fucking serious, but like, numbers are proving me wrong.
And
bro.
that's the thing, is when I was sick, like, I did have that thought, like, am I gonna go? Like, and it's scary. That's why
it would have been the same way. Had I known what I had when I had it, it would have I mean, I didn't even know, and I still thought like, fuck, dude, I've never been this sick before. Like, you know when something's wrong with you, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt, because I had never felt that way before. I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then I hear people like got it and didn't even have symptoms. I'm like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I had the worst possible. I think I had 21 and nobody told me. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't COVID-19. I skipped that shit. I had 21. I'm like the mother virus.
No, I think it is just that bad. Like,
I felt like I was patient zero on that motherfucker. Like, I got it from the fucking bat.
yeah, right.
Like, somebody slipped that shit into my food and didn't tell me.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I'm glad to be back too.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're better.
Thanks.